Hey everybody, Modern World Emporium here, and for today's video, we're going to be reacting to a short story from the channel Hit the Bricks. We're going to be having the original video linked in the description, but don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel as well, so let's get right into their video.
So here's a quick post that definitely gave me a big laugh this morning. All about a gal who's on Reddit venting because she's mad that men aren't taking her seriously. They're not taking her seriously because she lives a serious, polyamorous lifestyle, and all these guys, they associate her with being an escort. It's all about the sex to them, and she just can't believe that she's being used like that. When in actuality, what do you expect? When you associate open marriages, open relationships, polyamory, of course guys are going to associate with just sex and walk. Title: I'm trying to date, but the men I meet seem to confuse polyamory with free you-know-what. And a shout out to Scott for sending me the story. She says, or she rants, I'm sure this has been addressed before, so this is more of a rant at this point. I've been both on vanilla and kinky dating websites, and in both areas I list that I'm polyamorous.
Right, so the whole thing with polyamory is that it's absolutely disgusting, and it's actually really stupid on top of that. It's essentially just a free pass to allow your woman to cheat. And now I know a lot of people are going to sit here and say, well, the man is allowed to go out and have as much sex as he wants to. But let's be completely real here. Men don't get the same types of options that women do. Therefore, polyamorous relationships almost strictly benefit women unless you are a giga chad, which in that case, most of the time, women will oftentimes attempt to cancel out the polyamorous side of the relationship regardless. Funny how that works, that when the man is getting something, it's no good. But when it's only benefiting her, it's fantastic.
I'm not going to lie to anyone or spring it on them when they become interested only to not agree with it and leave. Okay, so she's on some of these kinky websites. What do you think they're for? Really? For some action. Not romance or building meaningful relationships. Not that polyamory is meaningful relationships, but you get my point. I've noticed in both communities, men, and she says I'm 47, so men around 42 to 52, see the word polyamory and automatically assume I'm just a SLUT who wants non-committal sex. Well, let's pay attention to her actions and her describing her dates here. That is not the case at all. What I want, in reality, is to have actual relationships with dating with two men who are free to date other women. I want to go on dates, have sleepovers, lay on the couch, watch a movie, go for road trips, a relationship type of stuff. But these men don't see it that way. You're on the kinky websites. Why do you think they're there? It ain't for having somebody they can cuddle up on the couch and watch, a Game of Thrones marathon with. No, it's an sex marathon, nothing more. She says,
I find it absolutely hilarious that this woman quite literally describes herself as basically a sex doll, wants to get blown out by multiple men, but then also at the same time wants the benefits of being in multiple different relationships. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? And on top of that, I also want to throw this out here as well. These women always complain about the dating apps that they're on or the dating sites, saying how they can't find good men or fucking one reason or another, and it's everything is everyone else's fault and it has nothing to do with them. Well, I think if you break it right down to the core, it does start right with you. The fact that you chose to go on a kink website or a site like Tinder that often has a bad reputation for things like hookups and expect to find an actual relationship on it is right where the problems begin. And the fact that she's too dumb to realize that, well, that's all you really need to know about her. Let's continue.
they just want one night stand situation or a friends of benefit with a little F and a lot of B. I've met guys who said they want the relationship stuff, but when we meet, they immediately want to hook up and nothing else, sometimes within minutes of chatting or minutes or meeting face to face. Well, that's probably what they get. That's probably what people that list polyamorous or open this, open that. So, what do you expect? I met one guy over the summer who was super nice, and I was with another guy at the time, and he was cool with that, but within minutes of us meeting, he wanted to kiss and go to my place. Fine, whatever, let's go. We had sex, then immediately he says, well, gotta go pick up my kids, see ya, and he left. I was stunned. Hold on. She says she's more than just the SCX, that she wants the boyfriends and the dating and the romance and everything. But she meets this guy, and they immediately go home, and she hooks up with him, and she's shocked that he says, all right, got to go pick up the kids, see you later. Treating it like, I mean, really? If you wanted more, then you shouldn't be sleeping with him right away. Then for 7 weeks, there were promises of going on dates, going to the movies, going out for dinner, enjoying evening summer activities hosted by our city. But it was always the same. He'd come over after promising to spend extra evening or day with me, then say, sorry, babe, but I have stuff to do tonight, so let's just have SCX, then I gotta run. I was happy when it ended because it just felt like what I wanted didn't matter.
And with that, the correct answer buzzer goes off. What you want doesn't matter. These men know exactly what you are doing. They know your game. They know that you are enjoying the benefits of being with multiple men and extracting resources, sex, money, all kinds of stuff from other men. That is why none of them take you seriously. They all want to hook up and then dip. This guy, the second he heard you were in a relationship with another guy and that it was open and he was cool with it, he immediately knew what he was going to do. Immediately placed her into the recreational use pile and called it a day. Her, on the other hand, she doesn't see it this way because she genuinely believes her absolutely borderline childish lifestyle is a completely legitimate way to live, and it should not be judged and should be treated as if it is the same as a monogamous relationship, which is fucking ridiculous. Like, I don't understand people who are like this. It's almost like they're brain damaged. They quite literally cannot see the wrongdoing in what they're doing, and they just can't see why no regular self-respecting man would not take a woman like that. And the funny part about it is it's not that difficult. Like, no man wants a woman that's been with a ton of dudes. No man wants a woman that's fooling around currently with a ton of dudes. And no man wants a woman that is going to disrespect him, of which this woman does all three to every man she comes in contact with simply by living her life. Very sad.
Well, she's obviously hooking up with this guy. Look, it's not hard to figure out. If you keep spreading him for a guy and then he leaves and you keep doing this, how do you expect him to treat you? But again, when you go into this lifestyle, people are going to see it. It seems that the people that are hardcore into this lifestyle and want the romance, they get it. But everybody else that's just doing it for some kicks and some fun, But if you don't like being treated like a piece of meat, don't act like a piece of meat. Now I just don't want to date anyone if this is how it's going to be. Oh, poor you. I'm almost ready to throw polyamory out as an option, but I definitely want a man who doesn't get jealous easily over small things like me wanting to see my female friends or my parents, or who'll cheat on me, which is what made poly so appealing for me in the first place. But I can't find someone who doesn't see me as a walking vagina for them to use like a pair of disposable gloves. Sorry for the rant, but I'm just at my wit's end at this point. She's out of her mind.
She is out of her mind is 100% correct. And on top of that, he's completely right as well. The fact that she doesn't realize how much of a mistake this is just really crazy to me and to pretty much any man on the planet. And also, I want to point something out here. She told on herself right in her own description as to why she shouldn't be discriminated against. I don't want a man who's going to get jealous when I go out with my female friends. That's it, boys, right there. We have got somebody who regularly goes out to the clubs and possibly on girls' trips, because let's be real, no man is going to get mad if their wife or girlfriend is going out to get coffee with their female friends or something like that. They're only going to get mad when you go clubbing and fucking around like this woman very, very clearly is. Again, I say this every video. Give these women enough time, let them keep typing, let them keep talking, and they always tell on themselves. Every single time.
She behaves like the walking hoo-ha she described, so she's going to get treated like the walking hoo-ha, all right? But here's the deal. These lifestyles, and I say lifestyles, they're unhealthy. It's been proven time and time again. One could say people they're addicted to the attention, the validation, the excitement, the butterflies, or just addicted to some sex or some dick. But at the end of the day, these things usually always end badly. But so she wants to live this lifestyle. She has to expect that guys are going to behave and have that perception of what it is. And to me, that's really what it is, honestly. They can say it's one thing, but there's in reality what it really is. So I don't feel bad for her. And again, if she wanted to actually just have guys to date and, make it serious, even though being serious with multiple dudes isn't that serious, then she ought to handle it accordingly in the beginning. State out those things, state out what she's looking for and all that. Not just go home, sleep with a guy, and then be mad because he treats you like a piece of meat. But anyhow, quick one, but a pretty funny one. And by the way, I got to point this out in the comment section, because she had this in a certain category. It's never-ending people, buying into the boo-hoo. Saying, I go through that too. They're all the poly people. I go through that too, and guys just see me as a piece of meat. And da-da-da-da-da. What do you expect? Anyhow, quick one, but a funny one.
And at the end of the day, that's pretty much it. They're completely useless, and there's absolutely no reason to hang out with someone like that unless it is for recreational use only. So, guys, we're going to cut the video here. Thank you so much for watching today. I'm going to have the link to the original video in the description. And don't forget to give me a like and subscribe to my channel as well. I will catch you guys in the next one. Thank you all for all the support.